game. Please don't test me like I'm that boy Johnny. And ain't talking game. It's like everything look cut them drop. They go insane, they want a pitch. Ain't gon' get in the beef. I'ma just make them blitz. Round 4 deep in the sprinter. How that's your girl? And she in my rental. We ain't had cables. We ain't even have no channels. They changed the channel and they see me. I'm signing deals and not no.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the New York Giants. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Dobbins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Brady now on first down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Off play action. Jackson. They'll roll him out right.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They go play action with Jackson. On the move to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
On 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his...
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. John Ross, 49 yards.
And the Giants are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Dexter Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On second down, here's Barkley, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Dexter Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Open man is Duvernay. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. A handoff to Barkley. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
2nd down and goal. Jackson. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. Still going past the 30.
Go time, baby.
And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Giants.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Tighten in. Nice one. Check 26, check 13, 13.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Jackson now. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, now Brady. Going deep downfield for Ross. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson.
flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
That's pulled in at the 32. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From midfield, here's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 21. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Here's Brady. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Escaping the pressure right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 1 play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jackson on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will cut the lead down to 13. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The final shot before half for Brady. Open man is Ross, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And he's going to
intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off at the 45. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
6 yards left on second down.
To throw, it's Brady. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Here's Brady to throw. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Back and reload.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 2nd and 15 now. Brady. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2nd and goal from the 1. Dobbins once more. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Cummins, and this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Brady's going to look to throw.
And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, middle. Hey, report.
Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now Brady. Touchdown, Giants! J.K. Dobbins, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
He's crossing. He's checking. 13.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Brady rolling to his left. He's got Granson, his tight end. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
They'll try again. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Giants are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
taken at about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go to Barkley again. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Throw left side complete. That's Buchanan. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. Now it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Listen up. Spoke to Mike. Mike spoke to me.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
44's to Mike. 44's to
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, report. Report.
Check right.
Throwing is Jackson. Now he steps away. Here's a diving catch right side. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And now here is another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jackson gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew...